first love, we were young and wild, we were up all night. You don't forget that summer sun, 2009. We were feeling high, and I got drunk for the first time. I thought I was cool. I thought I looked smooth in your eyes and tried to make a move. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. Don't forget your first kiss. We were so damn high, we could touch the sky. Drunk on love, drunk on your lips, the feeling I will forever miss. And I got drunk for the first time. I thought I was cool. I thought I looked smooth in your eyes and tried to make a move. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my mind.
Welcome, free live tarot readings on a Wednesday night. On a Wednesday night, the book shipped. The books have shipped to me. I'm waiting. They're shipping. They're in shipping. I'll get them soon. Wolf, my friend, you're going out first. I'm packing your stuff. I already have it all ready. I just need the book to jam in there, and we're good. Ocean, welcome. Renee, welcome. Nomad Trees, welcome back. Tamika, it's so good to see you. I'm glad that you have caught the live today. It's cool. Ocean, what's going on? Indigo, Bartman, Diane, Philippe. I mean, we got a packed house. We got House of Tarot, otherwise known as Jocelyn. We got Andrea. We got, who else? I think we got everybody. We got everybody. So what is going on? Gregory Lyon, how are you doing? It's been a minute. Gregory Lyon, I've not seen you in literally forever. I think I've seen you before. I remember your name, but it's been a long time. Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Will I have this job or will I lose it? We got the flight attendant thing going on. Well, I hope you got your mask ready on that one, all right? Am I right? Stood down so far we still have a job. Will I still have a job, go back, or will I eventually lose it? All right. Let's check that out, Andrea. Let's find out about that, because that is kind of rough, isn't it? A83. Let's find out about the job and see what is going on. Bethany, speaking of haven't seen you in a week or so, what's going on, Bethany? So good to see you. All right. Let's see. So yeah, books have shipped. They had to ship it in 5 different boxes because I ordered so many books. I don't know why, but the book just outsells the tarot by like 5 to 1. I'm not sure. People love reading books. People like physical books. Like they want to hold a book and they want to go with that. Go with all that. All right. So let's see about this. We don't want that one. I want the Waterfall Tarot. Actually forgot to use the Waterfall Tarot. I completely forgot to use that yesterday. What's up with me? House of Tarot. What's happening with the mortgage? Let's check that out, Jocelyn, in a minute. Sunshiny Day and Philippe, welcome to the stream. By the way, whoever ordered the book, it's coming. I mean, I'm pretty hyped. I am pretty hyped. So the Echoes of Nature is also completely sold out. Someone bought all of the rest of them. And, you know, I'm pretty thrilled at this point. It's good to have that off my chest where I don't have to worry about that thing anymore. I can move on to my next thing, the next big thing. Who knows what that'll be, because I don't. Etsy conversation. Somebody's having a conversation with me. What do they have no 3 that read from Spanish person, somebody Spanish person? Enter read from a sound. I take a screenshot right now. Hoping to get back to receive response. Well, that's a long message. If you're watching this, I know their address information. I will contact them. Well, that is sweet. That is very sweet. That's the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my life. Somebody bought an extra Echoes of Nature just a gift to somebody who made a comment in the channel. I mean, tell me that isn't like just pure sweetness right there. Bethany, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I mean, give it up for some hearts for that one. That is pure love there. All right, now we have a job. We need to figure out if we're going to have it when we come back. Let's see. Who joined? Yeah. Too many things going on. Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. CM, thank you for your donation as well. What has happened this weekend? Had the tower card. All right, well, we'll get you that. We'll get you that. CM, speaking of being sweet, CM, send me, let me get your address info on Patreon. I'm going to send you a free printed book because I know that you wanted one and you were asking about one. I'm going to send you one for free just because you're awesome. Swap, what is going on? All right, back to regular scheduled programming. Ace of Pentacles, I mean, it says yes. There are some breaks here. We do have some interesting aspects here as well. So we are sort of back and forth on this. We're leaving, we're coming back. Eight of Cups kind of resembles that. And Eight of Cups sort of resembles that, just sort of the exit, coming back, exit, coming back. So the basic thing is, will I still have a job to go back to? I think so. I think that the airlines are making money. I think that we have enough money. I know obviously that the amount of activity on the airlines is greatly down. Not a lot of people going with COVID and whatnot. I think COVID is kind of wrapping up at this point. I mean, is that still a thing? You know, COVID is kind of wrapping up. I think you're going to be going back to work. Eight of Cups. A lot of people look at this as a disadvantage card where we have some negative things. We have some bad things coming back. We have some, difficulty as far as things go. And I think that's what you're experiencing, obviously, being, back and forth. But the Eight of Cups is also leaving. It's also leaving and coming back. So we have an opportunity here. It has a positive spin on it, believe it or not, which is going to be good, obviously for you, telling you you're going to go back. Not only do you have this movement card, you have this movement card, and you have this movement card. Like the entire read is nothing but movement cards. That indicates returning. That indicates going back. Now, how do I say that instead of getting another job or a new opportunity? Guileless and Annie Law, welcome. How you doing? I say that because the Six of Swords is going from a bad place to a better place. So you see that in the picture. They're going from this dim, not so, murky water into this beautiful tomorrow. And this points you to that. Not only that, but you have the Ace of Pentacles pointing to the money opportunities, the money coming in, the new thing with money. That is going to be really important as well. So you do have a lot of factors here, all of which point to not only getting money, but moving into a better direction, moving into a good direction. Now, will it happen anytime soon? I mean, is it going to happen tomorrow kind of thing? Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So, I mean, I think that the Eight of Cups says you do have this lag delay. You do have a bit of a delay. And after that, I think we have good news coming in. But you literally got three movement. I mean, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Really, really, really good. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird when you're getting paid not to do anything because you're kind of nervous. You're like, how long is this going to last? Especially that thing. House of Tarot. What will happen with the mortgage? Let's check that out. Oh, I'm feeling better today. I forgot my medications yesterday, and man, I paid the price on that. I'm telling you now, lisinopril is a hell of a drug. It's a blood pressure medication, but the side effects, if you don't take that for a day and you miss a dose, it's like getting hit in the head with just this massive hammer. All right. Mortgage. What is going to happen with the mortgage? How is that going to be? May, welcome back. It's so good to see you. All right. Let's get back and do some other tarot other than mine. Oh, what do we want to do? Let's do something we haven't done in a while. I mean, it has been a minute. It has been a long minute since we used the ink tarot. By the way, news is coming out this weekend, and Jesus, there's a lot of tarot coming out. If you want to see one video on my channel, and only one video, you want to see the news program this weekend, because the number of decks coming out right now is stupid. It's literally just this mountain of cards just flowing at this point. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming that the printers that were stopped for COVID are now cranking out the cards again. I don't know what's up, but there's literally a mountain of new tarot decks coming out. Like, I'm kind of frightened that the news program's going to go on for like 30, 40 minutes. All right, let's see about the mortgage. What is going to happen with that? 7 of Swords, Strength, High Priestess, and Death. It's not looking good. I mean, we definitely have something going on with the mortgage. So it's kind of an open-ended question. What's going to happen with a mortgage? So let's see. Let's assume we have some things happening here. Maybe we're late on the mortgage. Angie, thank you for being a family member. I appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes. We got a ton of them. All right. So I don't know. Let's make some assumptions based upon Jocelyn's what will happen with the mortgage. Maybe we're applying for a mortgage and we're waiting for it to manifest. Andrea, thank you for being a member of the family as well. Maybe we are paying the mortgage. We missed some payments for COVID. We're wondering what's going to happen with it. Are we going to be able to do some stuff with it? I don't know what's going on, but we're to sort of read what's happening here. High Priestess says that there's a lot of paperwork. High Priestess, by the way, means 1,000 things. In my book, I talk about it. One of the things that we can sort of surmise from the High Priestess is not only knowledge, but there is this stack of paperwork that needs to be handled, a stack of things that needs to be done. It's not an easy. It is. I have no idea what forbearance is. I'm stupid, but I mean, let's look up forbearance. All right, we need to look up forbearance, and let's see what's going to happen with that. I don't know. If forbearance doesn't sound good. I mean, I got that. Let's see. Forbearance. What is mortgage? Forbearance is when your mortgage server or lender allows you to temporarily pay your mortgage at a lower payment and pause. Okay. All right. So you're paying it at a lower something or another. Okay, so the High Priestess says you have a mountain of paperwork. Death says there's going to be a dramatic change with this mortgage. Ta, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Getting bombed with messages from a friend. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we have a mountain of paperwork we need to do, and there's no dramatic change in it. I mean, there's going to be a change. I think that they're going to rewrite it. I think that there's going to something happen with it. You're going to have not only the paperwork, but if you, okay, let me just, can I turn the sound off on this thing? Oh no, if I can turn the sound off on this thing, it's going to go poorly. Okay. All right, back to this. Yeah, but we have a mountain of paperwork that needs to be handled. I think the mortgage as is, the mortgage as it sits, you know, I turned the sound. The mortgage as it sits is going to be redetermined or reimagined. I think that things are coming in. I think that things are coming in that are going to be drastically different. Now, strength. What are we talking about when we talk about strength in here? It means that as far as what you're looking at as is not going to go the way that you want it to go. That's going to be a little bit in the challenged area. And you see that with the 7 of Swords. Not only are you going to be paying a lot of this back, but you're going to have difficulty with that. So we have a lot of back and forth things. We have a lot of challenges sort of initiated with this. So yeah, I mean, you already saw sort of the mortgage is going to be changing. Something is going to be happening with it. Basically, the mortgage as is may end, and you may get a new something rewritten. That sort of points to the mountain of paperwork, the knowledge, and going into this as well. Strength says we do have some challenges coming. We're going to have to, you know, get that. We're going to have to get that handled at some point. But, you know, there you go. Boo Boo is on vacation. Boo Boo deserved a vacation. Boo Boo's taking a little vacation. Boo Boo will be back. She'll be back in a few days. Got to have a little bit of vacation. Everybody needs some time away, I heard her say. Okay, advice for admissions interview. BK. advice for admissions interview. That is going to be kind of fun. All right. Let's see. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully you get admitted. Hopefully you get admitted. Let's do something we haven't done in a while again. It has been a hot minute since we have broken out one of the oldies. This was actually, the Druid Craft was one of my main tarots when I first started the channel 11 years ago. I mean, that is a long time. Coworker ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you though. Nomad, you're next. I'm not ignoring you though. I still love you. Nomad. I'm not ignoring you. Just saying. Okay. So got a vacation this week. We got books coming this week. I got the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot is going to be here Friday. That looks so cool. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot is going to be here. Get it shipped from Llewellyn. I think I'll be the first YouTuber to get it. I think, unless somebody, because I did like 2-day shipping, quick shipping, and all of that. Mortgage throwdown, modification, pay what I owe. There you go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jocelyn. We will check that out. So what are we going? We're going for an interview. Need to figure out how that's going to go. We need to figure out what we're going to do with that. First thing is, use your personality. I mean, you got one of those personalities that everybody loves. Everybody adores you. Well, I assume it has a raven. It should. But yeah, everybody adores you. Don't be by yourself. Don't be isolated. Don't be in a place where you're like, I'm here by myself. I'm trying to get this by myself. Don't be like that. Have this connection with whoever's there. Have this connection with that. Use your social skills. And I think that's going to be one of the big things, because people love you. I think that people just look at BK and they're all excited. They really enjoy that. All right. As far as that as well, when you get in there and you're doing it, I think they're going to try to overload you with stuff. I think there's going to be trick questions. There's going to be too many things happening. There's going to be a little more adventure than you're accustomed to in something like this. Let it slide off the back, let it slide off your back and let it be okay. I don't think it's going to be something dramatic, but it is something where you're able to use just this calmness, use your confidence and things like that as you go in. And if they try to overload you, don't let them, basically, outsmart them as far as that goes as well. Now we have this. What does this mean? Sometimes if this is a interview testing your knowledge, it looks like maybe not so much. And maybe this is why we're talking about using your social skills, getting in there and getting intense with that. This points to, it's almost like you don't need the amount of knowledge. You don't need the thick, intense knowledge that you may think. In other words, it's not going to be like an IQ test almost type feel, right? You have abilities going in that you don't really need to study a lot for. It's going to be more of a personality feel, or it's going to be more of a factual type thing without a knowledge quiz type deals as well. I think you're going to go through fine. Look, you're going to go through just fine. You don't have a lot of problems with this. I think you're going to blow through it. I don't think there's going to be anything at all. In your way. And you're going to have a fantastic one as well. May, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. And the next one we got, because we didn't forget them, is Nomad Trees wants to know. Okay, Bartman, you got to stop with the spams. All right. Let's see. Nomad Trees. Chad is hopping tonight. Yes. Chat is hopping tonight. That's what you need. Is a hopping chat to make the Wednesdays fun. Okay, coworker is ignoring my messages. What is up with this person? Do we need the Mean Girls again? Do we need the Mean Girls? Do we need the Mean Girls poster at this point? I mean, you got a rough employment there. I'm just saying, Nomad, if you ever find another job, you definitely want to interview them instead of them interviewing you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you want to take command of that interview and let them know, excuse me, is there any mean people here? Is there any mean people here? Because I've had my fill at this point. I've had my quota for mean people has been filled, and I'd love some nice ones for a change. That would be great. All right, well, Ingrid and I hook up. Let's check that out. Where am I in the queue? Good question. You're actually next. You're actually next. CM is next. We did Bethany. We're doing Nomad. We got CM, Sunshiny, Ta, and we got the final throwdown. We have the literal throwdown for Jocelyn at this point. And then on there, we got all right, May wants to know about investments. Well, there you go. Check that out with the investment stuff. All right, so we got the Celtic, otherwise known as the Celtic Dragon for this one. Let's check that out. See how that is gonna go. Okay, well, we got mean girls. Well, we have nice person. Six of Wands. They don't feel like they're very successful. They're having difficulty with that. The Six of Wands says we're having problems getting things done. The Six of Wands is a success card. Because it's reversed, we're having problems getting things done. We're having problems moving things forward. We're not getting the successes that we need, and we're almost backed up with stuff, right? The Five of Wands, we just got out of some conflicts, some fights. We got some problems. We got some difficulties. The Five of Wands says, ooh, this hurts. I mean, this hurts. We're in conflicts. We're very busy with all of that. And it's just something that, you are seen as sort of part of the conflict at this point for whatever reason. The World and the High Priestess both point to they're going to contact you again. It's just a temporary thing. It's not something that is going to be permanent. It's not something that's going to be detrimental. It's just something temporary where they are just feel like a complete failure at this point. They feel like they haven't gotten a lot of things done, and it's just difficulty overall. So if you're looking for sort of a why they're having problems with that, well, there you go. I mean, we just have some difficulties right now. We're getting back to you. We will contact you again, but for right now, we need to get a little bit of a break and not really respond to a whole lot of people. All right, what is happening this weekend? We have the Tower card. Well, for one, I may be shipping my book to you. I mean, you never know. Okay, let's see. This weekend, we have a Tower feel. What is going on? That'd be fun if we have the Tower. I mean, let's get a good shuffle in here. This might hurt tarot. You may have somebody else slap your booty. You may have a booty slapping weekend, CM. You may have a booty slapping weekend. You never know. You never know. You're going to get on that bus. You're going to be like, wait, not you again. All right, we shuffled well. You saw it. You witnessed it. We shuffled like a dream. We shuffled like a dream. I mean, I'm just thinking of that. Say, all right. Ocean. I don't know who I'm. A lot of people say I sound like Tom Hanks. Other people sound like I sound like Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know who I say. I sound like me. I mean, I sound like me. Someone's going to get a full canister of mace. CM is going to empty the entire canister of mace right in the face. Like she's just going to press the button and hold it down like she's trying to win a prize. Just, spraying the whole thing. It's going to be an empty canister. Not Tom Hanks. Somebody said Tom Hanks before. I've had Tom Hanks, Billy Bob Thornton, somebody from Stranger Things. I mean, I don't know. Mace in the face does rhyme. It does. Okay, we had the Tower card. We don't have the Tower card here, so that's good. So we do have a Tower card. We do have some things changing. It's something to do with the home front. The Four of Wands, the Chupa or the Chupa, or how you ever pronounce it, is here with the home card, and that's the stability. There's something going on with the stability, with the home, something with the stableness of general life. It could mean that you're getting thrust out of your comfort zone. It could be something like that as well. Four of Pentacles says you could have a little bit of a money loss. I mean, you could have a couple of bucks, a couple of bucks sort of float away or fly away, sprout wings, as they may say, right? Nomad, thank you for your other donation. Thank you. Let me know what your question is. But the Four of Pentacles is about hanging on to what we have. And when it's reversed, maybe we can't. Maybe we have problems. Maybe we have some difficulties with that. We're not able to get moving. We're not able to get moving where we need to be moving. Maybe that means you're going to a meetup. Maybe the meetup is canceled because of weather, because of drama, because of COVID. Something may happen with a meetup where you're going to get going and you're not going to get going. Maybe it means you're going to be staying home this weekend because of failed or canceled plans that were moving this weekend as well. Now, the Queen of Cups says, overall, it's okay. I mean, if you have a Queen of Cups, the Water of Water, that's a very calm, soothing card. It's a very relaxing card. It's almost like everything is okay at the end. It's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be dramatic or anything else. So, you know, it's just going to be this calmness after the storm. But it does look like Tower thing. Maybe some things, plans are interrupted. Definitely a trip somewhere you're going is definitely interrupted. I don't see any mace to the face. And, you know, as some people said, let's see who said that. When in doubt, mace to the face. You know, it's a good default. It's a good default. You know, if somebody asks you directions, you don't know who there is, you know, just mace them. Just mace them, just right in the face. Just mace them up. Give them the red shower of mace. It's all about showing love to your fellow man. You know, you need to show love that nothing says. Love like a full canister of mace. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Sunshiny day. What will happen tomorrow at the staff meeting? Let's check it out. All right, SD. What will happen at the staff meeting? I hope you're out of the way of the storm. Actually, there's a big storm coming. That's what all the beeps are. Somebody is telling me there's a big storm coming. So, you know, that is, I can't get over this Etsy conversation. Somebody on Etsy bought both Echoes of Nature, right? And they bought one of them in order to gift it to somebody in Spain. They're gifting an Echoes of Nature to somebody in Spain. I mean, they don't even know them. That is just pure, unadulterated kindness. I mean, just get the hearts out. Let's get the hearts out for that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That makes me proud. That makes me feel good inside. I mean, I'm just saying, that is love right there. When you don't even know this person, they just made a comment on a video, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it, and I'm just gonna gift one out. That is beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye. I love it. Not a lot of kindness in this world anymore. When somebody does something that beautiful, that gets my attention, I gotta say. All right. H, what's going on? I'm staying safe and healthy. I missed my medication last night, but, you know, I took it tonight. Well, no, I took it midday because it was starting to really get annoying. But yeah, lisinopril, that is a harsh, if you don't take that, what is that called? Withdrawal symptoms. Jay, welcome, by the way, if I didn't say Jay, hello already. How are you doing tonight? All right. Still cannot find his book. Diane, the book will be out on Etsy tomorrow. So look out there tomorrow. I mean, there is love out there. All you really need is love, you know, just like the song. Okay, so speaking of love, Sunshiny Day has a staff meeting, and let's see exactly how this is going to go. I mean, the lovers being here, you do have some support. You have some support coming in here. The love is out there. The lovers, you know, it doesn't say you're like, you know, going to be making out in the staff meeting in the closet or anything. You know, it just says that the lover says that you have support. You have people there that are on your side. I think it is going well for that. The lover says you're not alone. You have that people, you have that support. King of Swords says there is somebody out to get somebody else. That's for sure. They're out to get somebody else. They're not happy. They're not happy. King of Swords is a totalitarian. They want it done their way. They give you an order and they want it obeyed. And that's what they expect. And that's not a good model in today's workplace environments. My opinion, that model really doesn't work so well. But the King of Swords says you still have that feeling, though. You have somebody that has an intention. They're coming into this meeting and having an intention for that. And, you got to be careful for that. But the Lover says there's somebody on your side. We have protection. We have a team. We have cards out of focus. But yeah, the Lover says that we have people on your side. The Two of Wands, though, I think somebody in there has a different idea than this totalitarian. I think somebody in there has a new idea, a unique idea. I think that they're going to bring it up. They're going to be like, I have an idea. We should do this. And I'm not sure how that's going to be receptive. It does launch something. It does launch a new, not really the idea, but after the staff meeting, you're on a new quest or a new adventure. The moon says we're getting out of the water. We're wandering over into this path, and the moon says that we're on a different adventure. So the meeting is productive. It ends in an adventure. You do have that one person that has the great idea. You do have the bossy person, but I don't think it's going to mean a lot to you. I think you're going to come out pretty clean. That's what the Lover says to me. All right, Nelson's. We fought, and I cut him off. What are his current feelings? Probably not happy to be cut off. I'm guessing. Let's see. Nelson got cut off. Hopefully you didn't cut anything off. I assume cut off means, we just terminated the communication. Nothing says good news like the Thoth, though. And we are going to literally throw down the Thoth here. Throw down the Thoth and see how that goes. That goes really well because I just threw the cards everywhere. We're going to throw it down and see how that goes. Let's give it a shuffle now that we sort of, spoiled the end in there. Okay. Make a kissy noise without telling anyone. Well, that always makes for an interesting day at work, I guess. Makes an interesting day at work for sure. Okay, nothing says good news like the Thoth. Throw it down and see. By the way, if you're interested in the printed book, it is going to be right there. The link I just posted. It's going to be on there tomorrow. So go there and, see what's up, because it did ship to me in 4 huge boxes. So when it gets here, I'm going to be shipping that thing out. Everybody's going to be hopefully happy for once. Okay. Nelson cut me off. What are Nelson's feelings? Oh, well, all right. Nelson does feel the drama. Nelson feels like there's some drama happening. And they're the cause, right? They're the cause. This is a drama starter. It's sort of having fun, frolicking. I can't believe I'm having problems pronouncing that, but that's life, I guess. Dancing in the flowers, dancing in the weeds. Yeah, but there's some drama associated with that. I think they like the drama. They've been on the fence about some stuff. They have drama. Now, key point here. Nelson's drama is not the main problem. They have other problems, but they're not telling you what it is because they don't know how to communicate very well. But they have problems. They have things they need to get off their chest, and they're not able to tell you. They're not able to tell you because they're sort of afraid of what will happen. So it's coming out in this drama fest that we have, right? The bottom line from the cards is you need to figure out what's really wrong here. I think you've already had some hints about this. I think that there are there's a reality behind the scenes that you're not seeing that you need to reveal. And if you look hard enough, I think it'd be pretty obvious what's Nelson's problem in the first place. But what his current feelings is now is he's frustrated. He can't get it off his chest exactly what's wrong. He's poor when he's angry. He's poor communicating. He's poor at communicating the issues. And he's realizing that as he goes along. It would be great if you could just sit down and have a conversation. But that's probably not going to happen with Nelson. That may not be a reality. They may need some assistance. They may need some help. When I say assistance, what I mean they may need you to sort of, figure out a little bit of what's going on and just let them know. And just let them know, what's happening with all that. All right, so he's getting in with other women. Yeah, we do have a movement card here. We do have other relationship possibilities here, but you need to make a decision if this is something you're willing to put up with, if this is something that is Nelson that important? Is Nelson a soulmate? Is Nelson a twin flame? Is this something that's going to be an overall success if they can keep it in their pants? That would be great. But yeah, you do have movement cards. You do have new love cards in addition to that. But again, they're poorly equipped to communicate. And a lot of times they're just going to manifest that with problems, with drama, with other stuff. So yeah, you're going to have to make a decision on all of that. I think that the relationship will work out long term. We have some beautiful cards here. I think it's a good relationship long term, but obviously you need to, figure out all of that stuff before you want to engage with the continued relationship. All right. May. So, and course, take me further in my career. May has a course opportunity. A course opportunity. Will it be able to order a printed copy? Diane, if you're in the USA, yes, you will. It'll be there tomorrow morning. I do most of my stuff in the morning, so tomorrow morning. Blah, blah. Post your question in chat. We might get to you. In the meantime, let's figure out, are we going to spend money on this course or not? We're going to spend money on the course or not? I don't know. I think that'd be kind of an interesting question there. Yeah, I wake up at 6 a.m. So check at 7 a.m. and you will see the book there. The printed book. I got to say, books sell a lot better than decks. I don't know why, but they do. They sell a lot better than decks. So I printed a ton of books. So you'll be able to have a book. Plenty of books. Unlike the Echoes of Nature, which didn't sell any. Okay. Strength. Yeah. 4 of Wands, King of Wands, 8 of Swords. Basic yes or no question. Should I spend money on this? Is this something that would be important there? Blah, yes, down in the description is a link. Ta, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Moving on from us. All right. Strength says you already have what you need. You already have what you need with this. 4 of Wands says it will be good on the resume. It's nice on the resume. There's something nice about it. People look at it. People say, that's sort of nice. That's sort of nice. But it almost seems like right now, this very minute, it could be challenging to spend money on this. It could be challenging to spend money on this. It's almost like not worth the investment at the moment. Home card, the 4 of Wands says that is good. It's good. Nobody's saying it's bad. If it just magically appeared on your resume, it would be great. But right now is not a good time to spend money on that. King of Wands says other things, other opportunities, other training methodologies would be better for you. 8 of Swords says that spending the money right now would not be a good idea. It would be better to wait a little bit. Wait around, check it out, see if this is something you can do via books as well, and see if you can just pick up a book and do that. Do you need the formal training? Do you need to spend a couple of grand on a formal training or not? When you could get it through video, when you could get it through a book or something like that at a significantly discounted price. But it says it'd be great, but spending a huge amount of money right now on a formal course would maybe not be the best idea. All right. So we have Nomad. How can I clear my blockages? There are suppositories. Nomad, suppositories are great. There's also Metamucil. Okay, let's see. House of Tarot. All right. But yeah, Nomad, we'll get to your question in just a minute. Mortgage throwdown. We might need the literal full throwdown here. We don't even need the camera. We need a full throwdown with the Thoth. No. We'll use the trimmed Llewellyn Tarot and get a full throwdown. Who's the guy that's asking about me picking some info? I don't know. If you want like a name, if you want like an exact name of somebody, it's Steve. Okay. All right. So we have a throwdown. Mortgage throwdown. It says modification or pay what I owe. So it's a or B, right? Jocelyn, A or B. So modification up top, pay what I owe on bottom. All right. All right, let's see. Modification on top or pay what I owe on the bottom. So you're thinking of just doing a mortgage, remortgage. What's that called? A refresher. All right. So let's see what we got. The top is going to be the modification. The bottom is going to be pay what I owe. I mean, I would say pay what I owe. I would say pay what I owe based upon this. You have a good feel. You have a good feel with the modification. The problem with the modification is the sheer amount of effort that is going to be involved with this. It's almost stacked against you. It's not stacked in your favor. It's like they have such the upper hand here. You're not going to get a good deal out of it. You're not going to get the feeling out of it. You're not going to get the adjustment out of it that you need. So you're going in thinking, I'm going to get this and that and this and that, but in reality, it may be totally opposite. It's like they have too much of an upper hand. So they have 4 aces in a poker hand, and you have a 3 and a 7 and a queen. Yeah, you know, they have it stacked against you. It's not going to be in your favor. So the mortgage doesn't look good. The pay what I owe does look a little bit better. It looks like that you can negotiate the payments down to be a reasonable effort or a reasonable amount. It's not like they're just going to come for close or anything like that. So the movement card indicates this is going to be a better movement. This is going to be a better solution. Pay what I owe looks better overall. We do have the sun. We do have a nice pentacle feel within that as well. I think that's going to work out for you. So if you have a choice in between there, we have a throwdown indeed. I think the pay what I owe definitely wins the throwdown. Definitely wins the throwdown, and it is looking better. All right. So Ta wants to know, are we, no, mortgage, how can I, okay, so Nomad, how can we clear blockages other than a suppository? We need to know. We need to know, Nomad, how can we do that? How can that be? Is that something exciting that we can do? We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out with the Encore Tarot, not the Rosetta Tarot, the Encore Tarot. Milk would do the trick if you're lactose intolerant. That is true. Or just don't take your lisinopril. I'm telling you, lisinopril is just pure evil. It is, the withdrawal symptoms are unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like that bad. And I just missed one dose. So definitely an interesting drug. How can I clear my blockages? Two of Cups, Page of Swords, Five of Swords. As far as blockages goes, I don't think you have as many as you think. You don't have as many as you think. Cassie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The world says you have what you need already. I don't think you're sort of at the end here. I don't think that you have as many blockages as you're sort of there, right? The world says everything's going to be all right. The Two of Cups, it's almost like you see other people with better situations and you're like, why not me? Why not me? Why can't I have that same thing? So you're doing almost a comparative analysis here, and you're trying to get that done. But the Two of Cups says, don't compare yourself with others, only compare yourself with yourself. So, and what does that mean? That means the nomad trees of today, how better are you than the nomad trees of 3 months ago? If you're worse off, then you need to reevaluate your path. You need to reevaluate what you're doing. How can I improve myself? How can I get in 3 months a little bit better from what I am now? That doesn't mean I need to be a completely different person or dramatically, a millionaire or something like that. It just means how can I get better? How can I be a better person 3 months from now? And you could come up with a plan for that. But I don't think you have many blockages, actually. Page of Swords says one of the key issues here as far as improvement goes is communication. How good are you at communication? If you have swords, you have communication knowledge. How can you improve that communication? How can you better communicate with others? Could it be using an exercise where you use an exercise to project love, or you use a book to figure out how to negotiate or greet people or be a better, sort of a conversationalist? But communication is one area that you could improve upon. The Five of Swords also says dodging conflict. How can we dodge conflict a little bit better? If you can figure out a way to do that, that is going to be a vast improvement. Obviously, you don't want to be 100% better in 3 months. You just want to be like maybe 5% better. If I'm like 10% better, that's going to be a big difference. And that means anything that's important to you. If you're an artist, what can you do to improve your art? If you are a guitarist, how can you improve playing the guitar, et cetera, et cetera. So there you go. All right. Cassie, anyone coming towards me in love? Let us check that out. Cassie, thanks for joining us tonight. After this, we'll do a magic trick. After this, we'll do the, I don't know, what magic trick do you want to see? We can do a magic trick tonight. Let's see. All right. So let's grab the Light Seers Tarot. It'd be an excellent one. Light Seers. You can't really go wrong with the Light Seers deck for sure. This thing is nice and thick. By the way, the news program is coming this weekend, and it's going to be unhinged. It is going to be insane. There is a literal explosion of tarot decks coming out right now. And you need to watch the news to see this, because you're not going to believe. I'm really frightened that the news program is going to go like an hour. I'm going to try to jam it all in, but it's going to be a wild ride for sure. So check that out this weekend, the news program, Tarot News. I think I'm the only channel that has a regular tarot news program on it. So let's see. All right. Anyone coming for me in love? King of Pentacles, the Emperor. I think so. I believe so. I think you do have someone coming for you in love. We got the King of Pentacles and the Emperor in the same thing. That's not a bad combo. That is not a bad combo at all. Obviously, from both of these, we have an earth sign. You're getting an earth sign. It is Virgo season. It is Virgo season. That's kind of like duck season, except it's Virgos. But yeah, it is Virgo season, so you may want to watch out for that. But we're definitely sort of leaning in towards an earth sign, somebody with that. This is somebody that is notable to themselves. I mean, they're not popular, super popular. They're not going to be like a movie star. It's not anything but like that, right? It's more of a just very comfortable with themselves. They know who they are. They know where they've been. They know where they're going. They have no doubts about what's coming tomorrow because they know that they create tomorrow. They create tomorrow. The Emperor is such a good card for this. I have command of manifestations. I know what's up because I make it that way. I don't wait around for somebody else to make a decision for me. I go forth and I just do it. I come up with the ideas. I get it done. I don't hesitate. And that's the way it is. I think that's a good person to be around, especially someone that has that sort of power and that manifestation ability. King of Pentacles is the retired banker as well, right? If you watch my videos, I know you watch the videos, you got to watch the videos about the court card. That is my most exciting video series. I'm just saying. The King of Pentacles is the retired banker. They, they take things pretty relaxed. It doesn't seem like that if you have that ability to just get going, have something going and run with it. But they're pretty relaxed about it. They don't get into a lot of arguments. They're pretty confident. They know where they're going. They know what they need. Four of Cups, though, says you're sort of unsure about this when you meet them. The Four of Cups is being offered something you don't want. I think you have some doubts as you roll into this. You have some doubts. You're like, not really too sure about this. But as you get to know this earth sign, I think that it comes about a lot better, no pun intended. I think it gets a lot better. I think that the doubts go away. The Six of Pentacles, though, says they're not a very communicating type person. They're a bit on their own a lot, and they sort of have difficulties with that sort of that weird first date realm to where they just bleed confidence, but communicating with you is like, you gotta sort of drag it out of them. But when you start dragging it out of them, when you get comfortable with them, I think that you're gonna be pretty excited about that. All right, we're in the free section. Who has a question? Please post it in chat. Post if you got a question, post that thing in chat. Let's get it going. Let's get the party started at this point. Come on. Let's get the party started. Throw down that chat. See how that's gonna go. And yeah. Viewer count. Footer is there. Camera is there. All right. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Ajax Shimsy, it has been a minute. How you doing? I promised a magic trick. I guess we'll do the... we can do the Twilight Angel if I don't mess it up. If I don't mess it up, we can do Twilight Angel. You still had a second one. Oh, that's right. Do we see him moving from us? Sorry about that, Ta. Sorry about that. Ta. Moving from us. Is he going to bail? So we know he's a cheater. We know he's a cheater. Is he going to bail or is he going to stick around? A good one for that. Nothing says cheating quite like the golden wheel. Quite like the golden wheel. There we go. See how that's going to go. Yeah. Are they going to bail? They're going to bail or stick around. That did look like a decent relationship. So I'm kind of wondering, after all of this, if they're going to be faithful, how they're going to do, if you can make them just settle down. Oh man, they don't like a regular schedule. The moon is all about cycles. It is all about... it's all about cycles and day-to-day activities, having some basic stability within a relationship. They're not a fan of that, as you obviously know. The moon upside down says they're not good with cycles. They're not good with long-term things. They're not good at sort of keeping that thing going. They are very romantic. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. I think you're getting sort of the bad end of that, The bad end of that, it is Mr. Romance, that's fine, but Mr. Romance should be only towards you. The King of Wheels and the Nine of Wands. Okay, hanging on to him is going to be difficult. It's almost like that they're not going to just voluntarily just stop this. They don't like the regular schedule. They are Mr. Romance. The King of Wheels, again, being the King of Pentacles, a retired banker, being upside down, says they don't have that confidence of being themselves. Again, they have a lot of turmoil within their personality, sort of naturally there. Knight of Wands says you are injured and you're going to have to recover from it. So if you're looking, basically the answer, if you're looking from a perspective of will they stop cheating, the cards say no. If you're looking from a perspective of is this going to be somebody that's going to stick around, going to be good with a long-term relationship, and be able to stop these activities, that again looks like no. It looks like it's going to be a battle. It's just going to be a fight. By the way, entertainment purposes only, though. I mean, these are just tarot cards. They could still change, and whatnot, but it's difficult. It's a difficult ride. It's difficult to get done. Okay. All right. I promised a trick. Let's see about this. It's Bugs Bunny season. It is indeed not rabbit season, but it is indeed Virgo season. Okay, this is so difficult to do on the freaking camera. Let's try it out anyway. Okay, so we got the angels. We want the angels to come together. They're constantly riding this bicycle. They're riding the bicycle and they're always trying to ride towards each other. They never get there. It's difficult to do. They're on the bicycle. That's why it's called bicycle cards, because they're always riding towards each other. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to grab one of these cards at random. If you were here, I'd have you pick one at random. Let's say this one, for example. All right, so we get this one. We need to get it signed. I'd have you sign it, and I'd have you get it signed and get all of that good activity going with that. Okay. But what we need to do, though, we need to get the bicycles. We need to get the bicycles coming together. And in order to do that, you can sort of see if I hold it like this, the bicycles are getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And if we do that, then one of the angels might vanish. They might vanish. It's possible that they may vanish. Where did they go? I know you're asking, where did they go? And the answer to that, I said they were getting closer together. And if you move this closer, they're getting closer and closer together. It's an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion that they're getting closer together. But if you pull it away, then you actually see that they did get closer together. And that is a legitimate card. They did get indeed closer together. And now the angels are a couple. They're a couple. I mean, I'm just saying. They're full of love. They're like the lover's card at this point. Can they dodge the hearts? Can they dodge the hearts? It's like a video game. You got to dodge the hearts. That'd be all right. There we go. Okay. Anyway, that is the angel trick. Okay. All right. Anybody else? So we had some questions. We'll do some questions here. Soulmate, it is. I'd like to know if there's any focus on personal growth. What else? How to get my top choice for my school's organization. Will I get Sabrina's got a good one. Will I get top choice for my school's organization? Let's check that out. That is the worst trick to do on camera ever, because it's really obvious. In person, it kills. In person, that thing kills, but not so much on the camera because it's entirely too obvious. But I'm sure there's like a real magician somewhere that watches my stream and just yells at the phone or TV or whatever. They're like, why is this idiot showing cards, tricks that are not made for camera, and like completely ruining them, like yelling. I gotta admit though, I only do one perfect, and that's a money trick. I've never messed that up. It's because I do, I've done it so much. All right. So we need to know, will I get top choice? It's a yes or no question. How hard can it be? Maybe we can do this better than the angel trick. Let's see. Let's see, indeed. Yes or no question. Will I get top marks? King of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. This is looking challenging. I think that you end up, so this is all about choices, oddly. The Two of Coins is all about choices, making choices in the thought that's balanced, but it's all about making choices. It's all about the choices that we make. The Two of Coins says, indeed, we do have a choice. Now, are we on the top choice? I say no, because the King of Wands is such a stable card. It gets in there, it makes an impression, and it is the king. It is in charge of everything. It's almost like that we don't get the activities. We don't get through to the paces that we need. We don't get the best marks that we need in order to get that all set. Four of Wands being the home card. We're coming in, we score it, we get the stability, we get the good news. I don't see that as well. Four of Wands being reversed. What would I love to see here for a top choice for marks and the school's organization? It almost seems like that I would like to see maybe the Emperor. That would be on top. That would be a top choice. The Sun, something that would be people cheering for you, like the Six of Wands would have been great. I just don't see any of these cards. These are the cards that I would like to see that would really answer the question as a yes, but I don't see them. All I see is sort of an overall no. So basically, I just say no for this reading because of that. And the last one is a disappointment. The Five of Cups being actual disappointment that you do feel when you get bad news, basically. So, you know, not really bad news, but you just lack the good news, or you lack the top choice kind of feel. But basically, I'm saying no for this particular thing. I know you're new and you're like, you know, what kind of crappy answer is that? You know, I came in here, I'm new, I was going to get a good answer, but you gave me that. What's up? But, you know, I'm just saying it's just tarot cards. I wish you the best. And thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate all of you, and I wish you the best as well. I'm here every night. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you then.